took one down, trimmed it, and this is the trim off of one plant. And I took all the trim, put it in this jar, and then I took some 190 proof alcohol, grain alcohol. So that's the liquid that's in here. In about a month, that alcohol will eat away everything that's inside of all of this trim. And you can see, maybe already, that the liquid's already super green and dark.
Yeah, right. Poppy. I'm sorry. Go.
It'll keep getting super green and dark, and then I'll take all the material out and strain it, and I'll cook the alcohol out, the 190 proof alcohol out of the liquid, and I'll have a goo, RSO oil, and that'll be used much like your tinctures for cancer or medical treatment. It's a medical grade THC CBD product that I'm making in about a month. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I wish you well, Haley, on yours. So
That's what happened to my alcohol. There ain't no, now everything, it's all coming clear. That's what happened to my Everclear. You think, jeez, if I only known. Venice alcohol broth. You've been knocking a jar for the last 20 minutes now. Get after Whisk. Hey, I think there's so many futuristic doctors now. Not futuristic, but forward-thinking and holistic doctors and stuff. There's many out there that are prescribing and helping in that area. Huh? Mr. Wanted Hotter. Stupid. I guess I left one of my pizza slices in the oven a little bit too long, Roxanne. Whatever. You good for another 4, bro?
let's do it.
Okay. Grab any 4 you want. With all of these.
Okay.
And did that jar, did it go pretty evenly across them? Or do you feel like you should have put more in the jars?
I think we got it.
It's a pretty good donation amount. So that broken up over 4 feels good. On these, I want you to do the, yeah, see the alcohol. We normally do rye here, 90% of the time we do rye, and some oats, but we picked up a bunch of millet. This is straight millet. We're gonna try some straight millet this time. Okay, so this should be interesting. I know, of course, we're gonna do grain to grain transfer with a drop of corn in there. This should be pretty good. Okay. Good job, bro. You're doing a great job. No joke.
That's
Very consistent with your actions.
spray down. It's huge. Right, Mushman? Mushman says, "Look at you go, Whiskey."
Yeah, doing a great job. So now, since Whiskey's been here, we've gone over prepping grain right from the start, right out of the bag, boiling it, straining it, drying it, jarring it, PCing it. So we did all of the jars that he's working on now, he actually did yesterday.
Nice.
He put them all together, between the 3 of us, Brock, myself, and Whiskey. He prepped all those jars, PC'd them all. Now he's gonna inoculate them, and then he's also made some plates today, pulled syringes today, What else can we get into today before we're done?
Capsules yesterday.
Made
Oh,
capsules.
we made
that's
capsules
right. You didn't just
yesterday.
make
That was
capsules.
huge. We made 500 capsules
500
yesterday.
Yeah. They'd still be making them if I
He
had
was
more
doing it for
empties.
fun.
Like quarters.
He's like, I can do
Well, that's
this.
another thing. He bagged up the fruits. And,
Oh, did he?
yeah, he bagged and labeled
Oh, wow.
fruits.
Yeah, you did some work, I guess.
Yeah, he did a little bit.
Voodoo Child, welcome. Sorry you missed the tea earlier this morning. It was a lot of fun.
Voodoo!
So welcome. He's like, woke up late, so this is my tea with Pops. Excellent. There you go. Smurfy says, I'm sitting here thinking about how I knew absolutely nothing about Myco like a year ago. Now I'm on a train to my house watching a live broadcast from a pro-grade MushLab.
That's interesting, huh? How life can grow us.
Right?
Yeah. Always.
So I believe Whiskey's working with millet right now, is that right? Nice.
He's using a rye for the grain-to-grain transfer. Rye into millet.
I'll tell you what, guys, you guys are amazing. Being in the background, watching everything that's going on, watching all the shows in the morning and such. Haley, Ephraim, Tad, Ginger, Voodoo, and you guys are pretty awesome as well. So you get to see the lab work, I get to see the people work. So
Disappeared.
All disappeared in that day.
Lunchman, no, it's not our first time using millet. We used to use millet. Pops used to use millet a lot. We just, like, used to use rye. So we were pretty excited about
So now it's mixed in.
doing the millet again.
See the rye and the myceliation mixed in now.
This millet should actually be a little easier to work with when it comes to mycelium. So
Doesn't it mix nice?
Yeah.
sometimes the same amount,
Nice.
Mosh, I promise. Got you.
I don't know how I could get excited about grain, but we do. Goofs. Oh, no, look at this. It mixes so good. Oh, this is B+.
Haley says, it's been an amazingly wonderful experience getting to educate myself and meet so many beautiful souls.
She's a sweet one.
You're a sweetheart, Haley.
Hold on, I'm gonna show them one thing. So, looking good, bro. Let's keep on going.
Good.
You don't want it, do you? No. Can you give me 4 more?
See, the problem is, Whiskey,
Okay.
if you're good at something, Pop's going to make sure you're going to do that.
Go with that one.
So you're really good at the transfer.
I want to show them something.
Oh, okay. We have a surprise coming.
Not really a surprise, just an example. Where we just showed grain-to-grain transfer. This is a grain-to-grain transfer.
That's what comes with it.
So it starts out, we had started out with rye, right? Well, then when we pour in all that extra rye, see how it's all starting to flower around and catch the rest of it? And this jar right here is 12 days old. So, and it's catching fast. So I'd say this one right here, another 8 days it's done.
Yeah. Maybe transfer that out or bag it
Grow it.
up or something. Grow it.
Yeah. So this is where you see the grain when it's catching. That was the grain that we transferred in. And it's flowering into all the other grain.
And
This one.
You are absolutely right. We do acknowledge it's going to protect the world.
This one was started with agar, a piece of agar.
That's gorgeous.
We have two pieces of agar here, a little piece and a little piece, and it's all flowering out. And then this was a piece of agar, same jar, 3 pieces of agar started this jar. So you can start with agar, you can start it with grain to grain, or you can start it with liquid culture or multi-spore.
We don't play with multi-sport, but that's just what we don't do, that's all.
And then I'll show them. And in this bag,
Ooh, we got a flat pack. Nice.
spawn bag. This is the only area not quite colonized yet.
So free. Where do you put the inoculated bunch bags?
What do you mean, where do I put them? I use them once they're inoculated.
Put them in a tent?
Oh, as they're colonizing?
Yeah.
Yes, they don't have to be in a tent, but somewhere in the dark, 78 degrees.
Okay. Dark 78.
Yeah. See this? You can see this one was a grain to grain transfer. You can see the corn in there and the rye. This one was a rye bag and it was started with corn. And the corn's just taken off.
It's all about that hustle, free. You know that.
He's doing it next weekend.
Alright, you'll be doing the same thing. Everybody will be talking about you next weekend.
Another flat pack.
Yep, put in your closet tag. That should mean, like, your room temperature will be okay. 72 is right on the bottom, like,
No, when it gets colonized, you want 70.
but you want high, you want that heat, so make sure you get that heat as soon as you can.
Do you guys know why it's 78 and it's in the dark? I'll explain.
Raise your hand if you know why.
Why do you, when you're first colonize something, why do I take this and go put it in the dark somewhere for 78, at about 78 degrees?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to pretend I'm Mother Nature. And now I'm colonizing mycelium network. And colonizing mycelium networks are underground in the dark, covered by earth and closer to the core of the earth, therefore they're warmer. So the deeper you get towards the center of the earth, the warmer it is, right? So our mycelium likes to be about 78 degrees underground as it's colonizing. That's how we end up with the colonized thing of spawn. Then we're going to take and artificially be more Mother Nature and make it fruit. And the way we do that, people think, oh, we call it fruiting. It's really not. It's terrorizing it. We end up having to terrorize the spawn, and then it will actually fruit, so it'll reproduce. Once it's no longer comfortable, then it wants to reproduce, so it can reproduce its own network. As long as it stays in a jar at 78 degrees, it's just going to sit in there happy. I'm underground, I'm a happy little mycelium network. That's why we put them in the jars or bags, make it hotter, and make it darker as it's colonizing. We're pretending we're underground.
So Smurf kind of simulates the womb, is how Smurf
There's
says.
something to that.
It's like summer to fall.
Essentially.
Yeah. Kind of the summer, it's about nice.
But everything that we're trying to do in the lab, we're trying to recreate nature in simulated ways. And the reason she grows underground like that is because it's perfectly sterile and clean under there. She has no problem staying clean under there.
Yeah. Your heating pad in the closet, that would be perfect then. Just, if you can somehow figure out how to do like a temperature monitor.
Be careful with heating pads.
Yeah, they can get a little hotter than you need them to be.
That's not my number one reason. My number one reason for being careful with the heating pad is because most people take their heating pad, lay it on something, and they put their jar or their bag on top of the heating pad. what you've just done is you've made it localized. There's going to be very hot in one area of your jar, but not at the rest.
You won't be able
You've
to.
created heat at the bottom, and you're kind of scorching things. Heating pads for something to sit on in mycelium? No. Here's how you'll use a heating pad if that's all you have. If you have a closet, you take your jars and put them on the shelf, and you take your heating pad and tape it to the back wall of the closet. Then it'll shoot heat out over the space of the shelf. And then you radiate the heat over the jars, but not with it sitting on top of them localized. So take your heating pad and tape it to the back wall of the closet, if that's all you have for heat.
Bye, Help. You safe, Help. Pops, Help Grow Food is about to head out, so.
Okay, tell Help you I love him.
Heck yeah.
These are all GTs, huh?
We got GTs, we got B pluses. Any CRs or Ecuadors yet?
AA.
AA? Nice. Ginger, we're gonna see you here in a couple weeks. Is that what I'm hearing? I didn't hear about that.
Is that true? I don't mind.
Tell me about that, Ginger.
I think she's in Chicago. Is she in Chicago?
Where are you? Are you in Chicago, Ginger?
Or maybe Pennsylvania.
The other way? Pennsylvania?
She's welcome. All of them. You guys are all welcome. Just figure out the dates and times. Make sure we have stuff to do.
Sure. Ohio, she says.
Ohio. That's not far at all.
It's not far. Heck yeah.
Okay. I would like us to do just the last 4 jars. Okay, the last 4 big jars.
Mushman asks, what's your favorite strain to grow, Pops?
To grow?
Yeah.
Avery Albino.
AAs.
Avery Albino. They're easily the prettiest. I can let them open all the way. They don't lose their potency. And they don't sporate on their own fruit, so everything stays nice and white. They look beautiful in bags. So, and they grow fast. So AA is probably my favorite. And it's strong. PE's my least favorite. No, Enigma. Enigma takes 40, 50 days to get a tray. PE, you have to grow them for here, or RPE, you have to get it wetter. It has to stay more mist, more humidity. And it's about another, almost week in the growth cycle. So, and they're not the prettiest fruits. They're super strong, but they're not the prettiest. That's why we use our Penis Envies. We grind the Penis Envies for our capsules. Our capsules are 100% Penis Envy pure. Because they're stronger and more effective. We make great capsules because we're using PE. When they're stronger and more effective, they don't look ugly because you never look at them.
I'll tell you this week, my favorite strain to take is ODPE.
Yeah, he's been having fun with
I've
that.
been having so much fun with that ODPE this week. Man, last night, I only took like 1 gram. I took 1.5 grams earlier this week. But I took it, and
Only a gram.
only, yeah, just only 1 gram. This is some of the most powerful stuff I've ever I even like texted Pops like 2 hours later. It's like, this is a shaman strain. You gotta keep this. No, I'm eating it all free. No way you're getting any by the time you get here. I got a week to eat all of this. No, Beautiful times, that's for sure. Mush says he just ate 2 grams of AA. Nice.
Nice.
Feeling groovy, he says.
It is a nice feel too. It's a nice smooth. Nice.
Heck yeah.
He also lives close to the wilderness, so he gets to take walks and stuff.
Oh, you can go enjoy it.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Free. We're gonna spend some time in that garage next weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah. Free. Should I have red pills here?
Should he have red pills? Do we need red pills
Do
here?
we need any red pills for it, Free? Let me know. I got a couple walls need to be held up for a while.
I'm serious. Free says, no, he's got 2 bottles.
I bet he did. Can I double that order, please?
That's funny.
Look how much faster you're going now, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're flying through that now.
Trying to escape the
We'll be getting work done. I promise you, Free. We'll be getting work done. No, I try not to take anything until all the work is done, or else I get distracted. Heck yeah, Free. That's awesome. Si's doing a great job, so I'm happy about that for you. But yeah, we'll have a lot of fun. I know Free and I are gonna go off into space once or twice, that's for sure. I have some rocket fuel that I made. Been waiting for a month to taste it. Free's like, you can't do anything until I'm there. I'll bet I can't. So, man, this was just no stop.
Killing it, kid. You're killing it. That's going to be a nice jar.
Yes, he is, Free. Absolutely killing it.
That's it. That's all we need to do there. I'm going to save the bags for, actually we'll do a couple. I'm not going to save them. We'll do a couple right now. I got an idea. Now that we did that. Okay, I'll show you what we're going to do with some bags. Okay.
Zoom time.
Yeah.
Alright, careful. Start up the camera. Shaking everyone. We're just zooming in just a touch.
Okay. So, I'll get 3 bags at a time. These are already, they have tape from the manufacturer right there. I'll have 3 little pieces of tape wrapped and ready to go.
The camera's right here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Then I should have gloves on, quote unquote, but I'm working with liquid culture. It's almost, you have to try to get inside the bag right here. So I'm okay with that. I'm gonna take this guy. Put this guy in. And again, like I said, it's already a sterile needle. I'm gonna take it when I do it personally. I do it. Some people will take it and shoot their liquid culture out into the middle of the ball of frame. I personally take it, I go like this and I watch my donation run down the
Thank
front
you,
of it.
Ginger.
And then about 3 or 4 days from Now after it starts, if I get a good little trail, I'll go and just mix that in a little bit with the rest of the grain and all of that. Okay, let me show the camera here what I just did. You can zoom in on this. I like to see it come down to here. It'll start to turn white and colonize, and after it has 3 or 4 days, then I'll munch it into the rest of the grain, and then the bag's off and running.
We got 2 minutes left.
Okay? Could always go live again.
Yeah.
But that's fine. So then after I've done that, Whiskey, I just take those pieces of tape that I've had, and I just cover the injection.
So it's 3 per?
3 per. Yeah, I'm going to about 3 cc's. I used to do 2 cc's, and right now I'm going to go a little faster action. So go 3. Okay.
All right, everyone, I'm gonna pull back and set up, and we're gonna go live again. All right, so hold on. Make sure you stay in tune. We'll set this up to start up again.
I'll hope you go live. Okay, we'll be right back. Pops, peace, love, out. Go ahead, you don't have to wait on me.
What's LC you're gonna use?
The what?
LC?
Oh, sure. I would like you just an AA. I'm trying to knock those bags up with AA.
Shake, 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 Sonora. Shake, shake it all the time.
Okay, the kids are back. Then, oh yeah, we got some action over here. We got 17, got 20 likes. I like getting likes. This one over here doesn't give us likes live. Do we have anybody talking? Oh yeah, we got a lot of people talking. DS Mycology and DM Foxy and Jason Grayson and Eric and Aaron also and Cap Dank and Grippy and Impress. I got AA and Aaron. Grippy is, I agree with Pops, and Keith got AA going. Jamie, you did need this. Thanks for being here, you guys. Hey, Tabitha. Yeah, I'm on this camera over here for a second. We got Whiskey putting LC in the bags. Hi, Theist, how you doing? Thanks for joining us live. Give me a couple of people say this is cool. I already have a ton of likes, so it's got to be cool. Well, let me see you guys say this is cool. Oh, you can say poos. It's all right. What do you think? This is pretty cool. I hope you guys. I want you guys to learn a little something, enjoy it. Yeah, look at our my man Whiskey. He's been working like a maniac. Do you have to sterilize the manure? Do not sterilize, Brian. You'll pasteurize. And we stay away from manures for the cubes. Don't need it, but pasteurize. When you sterilize, you make your substrate so clean that it's really available for all kinds of microbes to attack it. When we pasteurize it, we're killing all the major microbes, but we leave some in there that'll help the mycelium fight off contaminations. So pasteurize, don't sterilize. Okay? And pasteurizing is pretty simple too. You can look that up. What do you think? Go with another? Give me 3 more, bro. Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome, Brian. It's something I didn't know early on either. I was sterilizing everything. I was absolutely sterilizing all of my stuff and opening everything up to contaminations. Atheist, what's going on? So we have one of our students, friends, over here, and he is taking syringes. Show you. He's taking a syringe. He's taking a syringe, and he's inoculating it. He's putting juice into this bag, and this juice right here is full of stuff that's going to start this bag, turn the rye berry into what we call spawn. Colonized grain becomes spawn. This bag starts out like this, and in about 20 days it'll look like that. It'll be turning all white and colonized like that. And then we'll take this, mix it with substrate, and you can turn it into fruit. Or we'll take this and do what we did here earlier. You can take this, break up pieces of it, and start more bags. Okay? That's what we do. After the spawn, we'll take this and mix it into a substrate to start fruiting. Or we'll take the spawn and we'll make more spawn with it. This will be a mother bag to start another 10 bags. All depending on what you want to use it for. I didn't hear the question. What was the great question? Impressed. Can I use worm castings? Not completely alone as a substrate. They don't drain. They hold water, and the mycelium will end up soaking and drowning in worm castings alone. That's why I do worm castings, but I use about 10% in worm castings of my mix. I do 60 cocoa, 30 worm, 10 worm castings. And then I pasteurize it. 90% of the time we'll do it with bucket tech. Show you.
There is audio to that, so I don't know if you can hear, but Pops is playing with YouTube right now, so I don't want to talk too much over YouTube. But there should be.
That didn't fall. Whoops. Okay. Here's a bucket of a substrate mix. It's already been pasteurized in here. And that's 60, 30, 10.
Let's look at Pops real quick.
See that? You're showing that bucket tech we had done.
Yeah.
60, 30, 10. Pasteurized it in here.
Here I'm talking about the terms of pasteurizing,
So we just-
sterilizing and such.
Don't wait on us. Keep rubbing the hay.
Pasteurizing is like junior high sterilizing, if you will. Doesn't get all of it, gets enough.
Yes, please.
Keeps all the good stuff inside your dirt.
Hi, Pop. What's this? I'm using the. Hold on. Pops, I'm using a seed mat in a cardboard box to keep my spawn warm. I'm worried about that, Lee. Don't put the heating mat on the bottom and something sat on top of the heating mat. Because then it gets localized and you get more heat on the bottom of the bag and the jar than throughout the whole thing. So what's better to do, take that same heating mat and tape it to the back wall of your closet or above the shelf and let it radiate the heat over the jars, but not with it sitting on top of it. Does that make sense? So I would tape it to the back wall and let it heat the area rather than have it on the ground and have something on top of it. I hope that makes sense. You got it, Lee. I mean, the heating mats work well for keeping a small space, a nice tight number. We're using a flow hood here, Jager. Whiskey's in front of the flow hood right now, and he's done a great job keeping all his work and all his cleanliness. Really figured it out. MushLab educational videos when you have time. You got it, Alley Cat. Grow tent, just any LED strips, any LED strip lights. Yes, I do. An atheist over right here on this channel, Pop Shrooms. We have some tutorial videos. Go look up the one called Twist Tech, and it tells you how to start with Uncle Ben's bags and some syringes, and you're off and running. It's all you need. Do I have trouble getting my subs to pinner fruit? That's a pretty broad question. Of course, everybody once in a while will have a tub that doesn't pinner fruit. But in general, that's probably an issue with your temperatures. Temperatures need to be 74 or 75. If they're not pinning, they either it got too hot and burned your mycelium, or it's too cold and they're stalled in there. So try to get, what I do is I take a cake thermometer, little $7 cake thermometer, stick it right into the cake, and little digital readout tells you exactly what the temperature of your cake is. Okay? And that's all you need. And you want to do that and make sure that your cakes are staying around 74 degrees. It doesn't matter what the temperature is. Your temperature could be 80. It's what matters is what the cake temperature is, right? I'm good today, Robert. We're watching whiskey do all the work. We just sitting around talking.
We're just having fun in the background.
Yeah,
now.
whiskey's doing all of it. That's exactly right, Aaron. It creates its own heat. The more tubs you put in a room, the hotter the whole room gets. Temp is probably 68. Oh my God, that's way too low, Travis. It's sitting in a stall. Doesn't want to go anywhere. Okay? And I'm not being mean when I put it that way. I apologize. But no. 68, it's literally, it's so comfortable, it doesn't want to do a thing. Good morning, silly. We use 18 here. Typically, we'll use 18 sharps, typically. Drake, you're doing a great job then. 65-degree fruit, nice. You're unusual. You always are, though. No problem. Good day to you, son, man.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
2 with 1 syringe?
Yeah.
Leave 3 or what?
I wouldn't put it all in. I would just, if we have to, we'll squirt the rest into eternity.
Okay.
You know what I mean? No, let's just put 3 cc's per bag.
Yeah.
Great question, too, by the way. There you go, Sandman. I don't know anything about gourmets, so that's interesting factoids there. I really, truly don't know anything about gourmets. Ruffy, come on, get out of there. He knows he's not supposed to be in the lab. Yep, atheist, it's right there. That's a super easy way. It's a 36 or 37-minute video, and from there, you'll find out if you want to do this or not. Are you done over there, Whiskey?
Yeah, he's got the bags finished, and now he's tearing through. How do you test temperatures inside of Uncle Ben's bag? Yes, I'm going to tell you, you probably don't have to test the temperature inside of that, inside of the bags. Just make sure that you can get your temperature tested. So, yes, he is, Bird. He's always keeping an eye on us, making sure we're active, always working. So rough.
I show these guys. We have a new hood, a new flow hood coming. Probably be here in the next 2 weeks, a 36-inch or 32. I want to show them this though. This is pretty neat. This is a trick. So that's just a flow box, right? Whoop. Shelf. Whoop.
Nice.
So it's all when you want to set up, and then normally we have this over it, covering it. So when it's setup time, you just take your cover off. Pull the drawer out, get your shelf on, put your racks. And it all costs $32. Okay? That's a $32 setup. Okay, bro.
Never be afraid to use what you got, no matter what.
Use what you got, but make it clean.
Sure.
And don't forget, you can always get paint. Paint's cheap.
And make it look pretty if you need it.
Clean.
It's gotta be useful first, and then pretty later. Kind of like us, huh? Kind of like humans. We can be useful first and we'll be
Let me turn this off.
We're just about got you. You're a little bit later than we thought we'd be, about a half hour. But anyone over here? Does anybody on the camera have anything that they want to ask or say to Whiskey?
Anybody got questions for Whiskey? Anyone?
You guys have no idea how cool he is. Cooler in person than you could possibly imagine.
No, he really is. Nice job,
Yep.
Whiskey. Free says.
Very mellow, and he just.
Ginger says, great job, Whiskey.
Thank you.
I'm gonna miss him because I have to do all that work now.
There's
Alright, and
a lot of work he just knocked out.
yeah, look at that. Look at
you're
all of
gonna
that.
take-
That
Those plates that you made.
entire thing is all Whiskey's fault.
We don't got those. Is
I
that
did
right?
it. Yeah, I did it. Then you're gonna take.
All of that. Free says you're cooler than a polar bear's toenails,
Here.
Whiskey.
Wow, that's yours.
Birdwatcher says, how did you get so handsome?
Oh, I know. He's
Right?
really handsome.
It's ridiculous.
And then where? Oh.
Ginger says, great job, Whiskey.
So we're sending him home with jars, bags, plates, and all of it he literally did himself.
Look at
He
that.
didn't bag these, but he knocked them up. But he jarred all of this. He did it all.
That's all you?
Okay?
Look at that.
Don't let those rock around too much until that gets started to get some set. Okay, and 2 or 3 days from now, you're gonna want to take these and turn them over.
This
They
is
call
what
them
you do.
better
You paint a
upside
fence,
down.
you get to take it home.
Okay, I'll set that down. What do you guys think, right?
That's a heck of a good.
Okay. All right, Whisk. We'll get out of here.
Thank
Thanks a lot, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you to IG for being here and going through all of this with us so much. I'm really, really glad that we had a chance to go live and the people participated. Even better over here for
Okay,
YouTube.
you are correct.
Let's say goodbye to YouTube too, Whisk. Everybody over here knows you too. Hold on. That's your fam over here. Give me my glasses. Let's see. Okay, Drake. Yep, it's all right, guys. We're gonna hit it from here.
Oh, yeah.
Give Whiskey a round of applause, please. Thank him for everything he's done here, and I want to thank you guys for being here. We'll do this again shortly. Might even do it again tomorrow, okay? Sending love from Lizzie and Jamie and Jaeger and Tabitha and Ginger and Foxy and Atheist. And who's over there?
We got Free, we got Birdwatcher, we got Haley,
We got Free and Birdwatcher and Haley,
and Ginger.
okay? And Drakey and Brian and Silly Rabbit and Daniel and Keith. Who do you got?
And so far, so we got Free,
All right.
Birdwatcher.
And Eric over here, he said he wants to, he's in love with you. He said, I love you, Whiskey. No, actually, he said, I love whiskey. Okay, but you know what? You know, Eric's a little, yeah. Pops and Eric and Whiskey and Brock.
Hi.
Peace. You guys have a phenomenal day. I got to get this guy on the road. Pops, peace, love, out.
And we'll come over here. Pops will close this down for y'all.
You're welcome, Travis.